All right, at this time, along with the band, I'd like to do a thing we call Live at Home.
What's up? Hi, K-Sub-Zero. Welcome to Live from MK Homebase Reloaded. On this Tuesday evening, we will be playing Senko no, stumbling over that name again, Senko no Ronde 2. Me and potty mouth Leon Cox over here.
Oh.
Who will deliver all the fucks and shits that you can desire.
I'm lagging behind already.
Yeah?
I just spoke to Jay for a couple of hours, so
yeah.
I've just got some of it out of my system.
Yeah.
And had some of it wedged into my ears.
Yeah. So K-Sub-Zero already asks, how do you manage to do this every single time, bro? Referring to the muted mic. And I'm just saying there's a lot of sliders. There's a lot of stuff to keep track on, off when you're going live.
Technology is confusing to middle-aged men.
Exactly. We're just old, you know?
Yeah. All you had to do was turn the thing on and put the cartridge in.
That's all. And I still do that. A lot of pleasure from time to time.
Yeah.
How before we there are no more pleasantries. How have you been, Leon?
No more pleasantries. Yeah, not too bad. Up and down. It's all a bit surreal, isn't it? But obviously there's a lot of sadness. Obviously. So far, I should say obviously, I haven't had anyone close to me suffer very badly with the virus, but I now know of 2 people who are tangentially related to me who have died from it. You know, like several degrees of separation away, but within my sphere of existence. In a way, it's no sadder those people than all the people I just simply have no connection with, but it does serve that purpose of you know, it has, or I should say, it has that effect of doing that thing where your brain, human brain somehow needs something. I think for a lot of people, different people have different levels of empathy, is what I'm trying to say. But I think even the most empathetic person sometimes needs just that sense of it being made real somehow.
Yeah.
By somebody saying, "I know somebody who knows somebody who got it."
I think so. Otherwise, it's just a story in the news, right?
Abstract.
To put it, in a very abstract way.
I should say, I think as I've got older, I've got more and more empathetic with humanity, like with sadness and but also joy. And I think as you get older, these things become more that something that you actually have to process and can process, whereas when you're young it all feels very distant and irrelevant.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly did for me as well. I know not everyone's the same in that respect. But yes, we are very lucky.
It becomes much more of a accepted part of life, and not accepted like, oh, it's all good, it's all gravy, but it's something, like you say, that you can deal with. Wow! Very serious
heavy stuff. Yeah.
Heavy
but
stuff.
No, I want to stress, I am very lucky. I am safe and well, and I have a home and a partner and an amazing network of friends around here and the world. And so, and my job is secure as long as I want it.
Yeah.
And so, as such, compared to many people, I am having a perfectly okay time. And how about you?
Much the same. I just feel blessed with the things that I do have, and I don't worry too much about the things that are missing or that I don't have. We've got some messages from the chat, because I think you still can't see that, right? You can see what people are typing.
No, I'm just looking at my game screen.
Right. So K-Sub-Zero says, "Oh man, I'm really sorry to hear that, Leon."
That I'm okay. That's
No, I think that you knew people who passed away.
Okay, only, as I say, very tangentially several degrees of separation. But it's,
yeah, exactly.
It's cool. It's fine. Thank you, Casey. Come in.
And Robert Farley says, "Luckily, I've never known for my pleasantries, so hi. Hope you're okay. Hope you're okay now, Leon, following the work thing. And
Yes.
And great to have you on again," he also says.
Oh, Thanks. Yes, the work thing's been somewhat resolved. I am now able to work remotely. It's not 100% all fine and dandy and cushy, but it's better.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing and caring. Yes, I don't often do it these days, but I have occasionally just needed to vent to social media because I know I'm very lucky again in that respect. Even people I don't really know in real life, I have a very supportive bunch of followers on Twitter who will say nice things, and so I basically did a little Twitter cry for help a few days ago.
I saw that, and people responded to the call.
People are absolutely wonderful, and I get endlessly frustrated because I do understand why some people's experience with social media is negative, but I am very much of the opinion that you create your own existence in social media. It's absolutely,
filter it, right?
It's completely down to you what experience you have on social media, and you can very quickly and quite easily weedle out any unpleasantness, any poor influences, any negative people, and make it a happy space.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always the chance that somebody you really love and like
turns
who's on
poisonous.
social media, not that directly turns poisonous, but maybe retweets something that you'd rather not would have cared to see. You know,
it's true. That is true. There's not much you can do about that, but there are settings that you can turn things off so that you don't see things you don't want to see. And I'm not going to sit here and defend, certainly not Zuckerberg, and I'm not a big fan of Dorsey either. But I actually have seen so much good come out of social media the last few weeks, like so much positivity, so many community things that just would not have happened pre-social media. No. It's a shame that the two most prolific and successful social media platforms are both run by either amoral or immoral assholes. Yeah. But there
are a lot of morally upstanding people on there.
There are, and people are really, most people I think, or a lot of people are really coming out and showing their true colours and people are remembering what's important. So I think there are silver linings to this enormous cloud.
Well said, very well said. K-Sub-Zero says, I don't check Twitter, but I hope you're doing alright. These are complicated times and there's no shame in asking for support sometimes.
Yeah, and that message should, thank you, and that message should go to everyone else reading the chat, watching this. It's very true.
Yep. So let's start firing away at each other. What do you say?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Almost
I'll
forgot
just
about
have faithful viewers looking at menu all evening, or title screen or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. I let the track mode run for a while, and K-Sub-Zero was asking what type of Vanquish menu is this?
It is, there's certainly, I mean, in the world of Japanese mecha and space design, there's a lot of cross-referencing and cross-cultural sharing of visuals and things, isn't there?
Definitely. Okay, confirm. Interesting.
I'm not getting an invite.
No, that is weird. I'm now it's creating a session. It was just not creating a session before.
Okay.
Okay, here comes the invite.
There it is. Okay, now my plan, because we played 20 matches or whatever it was last week, and we played a handful on practice before that. I still haven't got a Scooby-Doo who I want to be or why.
Yeah, I think there's a certain character with a fishbowl head that worked really well for you last time.
No, that was really bad. I was being, I was torn apart by stupid fishbowl head. So that's I've ruled that one out. That's one I've ruled out.
Yeah, do you know who it is?
Is it Full Spad?
Could be.
I'm just scrolling along now.
Yeah.
There's a few fishbowl heads though.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have come up with a slightly more full description. So, and I don't think
I was just trying to trick you really into picking the same character again.
I know.
For a laugh, so we could have a
I saw that. It's the maybe I'm going to try to keep in my head whether I did or didn't enjoy certain fights.
All right, so
I'm going to make a note even.
right.
So I'm going to start on the left again though.
Good stuff. So Robert says the draw was probably the fairest result, but part of me wants an outside victor tonight. Either way, notepad and pen are at the ready. So we got a referee
Oh, good stuff.
counting along
Wow.
as we go. That is perfect.
Thank you.
And
Because the game won't do it because maths is hard for a computer.
yeah, and last time I was giving you tips like, oh, you should use your super attack now because you're a final boss. I will do no such thing at the moment.
That's fair.
The gloves are off.
Okay.
And we got a bit of a mirror match going on already.
Robot gloves.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, hopefully we'll have less lag, but then it lagged a bit.
Yeah. Good stuff. So for those viewing, I am the orange butt and Leon is the blue one. But we're playing a mirror match here. Yeah, we got some spectacular lag going on already.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I got you.
I hadn't really noticed that my energy bar had depleted quite so much. Because I'd got off to a decent start
Yeah,
with
definitely.
that early melee.
But
I thought I was in the ascendancy.
Yeah, but that's the great thing about this game is you can really turn things around by smart management of your resources.
Alright, alright. What are you trying to say?
But you can't be smart in this game unless you're kind of tuned into its mechanics and subsystems. So it's no no judgment of
that
your
really hurt.
no judgment of your intelligence. So I took the first round, but that's no match yet. So there's no nobody has a full win yet. Well done.
Oh no, not that.
Hide beam.
You've been saving that up. Yeah.
Alright, try to survive.
Why isn't my shield coming on? Oh, I'm overheat. Deservedly so.
I'd say that's a decisive victory.
It is. It could be like this all night. Dang it, I lost, but I'll win next time.
Definitely. There's I don't think we really have an edge over each other yet. Did you practice in between?
No.
Me neither.
Too busy with Dying Light
Ah,
and,
yeah.
and Animal
Sure.
Crossing, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
Everybody's
That was-
playing Animal Crossing, it seems.
Yeah, we were just talking about that on the Patreon show, just how Nintendo started the COVID-19 pandemic just to boost Switch sales.
Yeah, seems like you know, as far as
It's the sort of thing they
tinfoil
do.
hat theories goes, it seems like a solid one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't trust them, Nintendo.
definitely not. It's all colorful, friendly characters from the outside.
Yeah.
Cuddly, fuzzy characters. But
They're like the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
probably, yeah. Oh, is that creepy UK kids television show?
No, it was a film. Ian Fleming wrote it, the James Bond author,
Mm,
and Roald Dahl adapted this screenplay for the movie,
right.
and it's got a lot of British actors in it, and Dick Van Dyke, of course.
All right, of course.
And
yeah.
yes, the child catcher was played by an Australian ballet dancer called Robert Helpman, and he was terrifying.
Interesting. I think we're gonna have a bit of a laugh this match, Leon.
Ow.
So far you haven't activated your boss mode yet, right?
Yeah.
in the previous match.
I did. You took me out, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that's true, with the hype beam.
Oh, and I just
Okay,
did
so
it without.
I'm just going to sit
Oh,
right
it's
here
this
in
one,
this corner.
right? Yeah, it is this one.
Yeah. Are you cool with that? I'm just gonna sit here.
I hate it. that is. This one is officially. I'm never selecting it again now. Dead to me. I like the defensive Sakura though. So.
Okay, timed you out. Yeah, the Sakura thing is cool, but the boss mode is not great with this character. So, resource management, Robert says, does it apply to podcast editing as well? I guess you could say that. I'm in the process of editing the video with the podcast. And there is a lot of resources to manage there.
And I've never edited a podcast.
Yeah, it's an interesting experience. A lot of fun though. But
Yeah,
5 hours worth of recording materials does take its toll.
Yes.
I definitely want to cut at least an hour off of that. And, yeah.
Yeah, it is something that I probably should have learnt after 11 years of podcasting, but
Well, if you don't have to, if you got your faithful,
exactly.
I wouldn't want to say minions, but you got your.
Definitely not describing Jay as a minion.
Exactly, I wouldn't dare.
Wow, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, focus, Leon, focus. Conspiracy theories on the Patreon podcasts. Ice cream, lollipops, all free today. The child catcher, even more terrifying than Michiel in an inside-out witch mask.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Lollipops. And all free today.
I'm learning a lot more about British popular culture doing the video with this podcast with Ben.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cultural exchange program almost, because I relate to a lot of local Dutch stuff going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Such as the gizmos that they had to put on the bicycles.
Exactly.
Mm.
The kleptolippers,
Yeah.
which they're not actually called, but
Kleptolippers.
yeah. But yeah, as far as my family knows, that's what they're called. Oh, my shield is not. It can be destroyed actually. That defensive unit skill. And interestingly enough, I was thinking I'm doing a lot more, but I took a lot more damage actually.
Yeah.
And now I'm overheated, which is not good.
I like the way you press the lag button every time I'm starting to do well.
Got me. Well done, Leon. First
It's
round.
more like it.
K-Sub-Zero says, I'm learning a lot about my abysmal lack of any sort of culture from listening to both Kane Rins and Video Wizards.
I expect there's a lot of French and German stuff
That we don't know about, yeah.
we don't know about. It's two incredibly rich histories there.
Yeah. Goethe, Schiller. Just names, just to drop some German literature names.
Right.
Ha! Shielded through all of that. That means I don't have a lot to work with right now. And this is one of the dynamics that I find so interesting about Senko no Ronde, is that your defense and your offense both occupy the same meter, so it's a constant sort of tug of war between defending and attacking.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very simple thing, but it has a lot of... Oh, nice. Trying not to suffer too much hits, which is working.
All you can do.
You took care of my beam there. That was too much to deal with. 1-1. Or 1-all, right? That's the proper term.
Either's fine. Even Stevens.
Evans Stevens.
Yes.
Seems like the connection is a little bit better than last time.
Yeah, overall, I would say, yeah. Apparently Steam is doing some mediating or mitigating for the current situation by not auto-updating as many games.
How nice
it has
of them.
been. Yeah. But it probably does make a difference.
So I'm going to give you a tip. You can actually use your regenerator skill, right? Which you have.
Everything's redded out though, crossed out.
And by yeah, right now, but in the real battle, you had your regenerator icon flashing.
Oh, I see.
Oh. All right. This is anybody's game, and it's mine. That was nice.
I got an achievement called Survivor.
Yeah, you survived the final boss mode for the first time. That is cool.
But yeah, I was just about to hit my regenerator, but I couldn't remember what button it was, and you killed me. Was it Was it left bumper?
Yeah, left bumper. So what it does actually, I hadn't clocked that, but by watching the stream of last week back, I saw that it creates a regeneration field that both characters can actually occupy to regenerate their health.
Ooh, I see.
As you can guess, Case Up, anything I usually know is not worth knowing and has probably been forgotten, says Robert Farley. But you take the wins you can get. And Case Up says, for the record, stream has not crashed or insolently buffered tonight. Big win so far. What do you know?
All right. Okay. What are they called again, the robots in this? Rounders?
Rounders, yeah.
Rounders. Citronette ST. Apologies for my French. Citronette. Citronette.
So
let's have a look. I'm making just little marks on a piece of paper to give me some sense of who I should go back to later. Obviously, I realise it's somewhat matchup based, but for me it's more about who I enjoy playing as, not necessarily what the result is.
Yeah, no, for sure. You want characters that that are fun to play. So I'm trying to also experiment a little bit with the alpha and beta cartridge variations of each character now to see what that does, because I think the main difference is in the attack on the B button on the.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is the operator of this machine is Fabian the Fast Man, and he is fast indeed. Seems like on general the beta variations sub weapon is a little bit trickier to use.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, you were pounding me pretty hard actually.
Pulled that out early.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen.
Okay, I'm a sitting duck right now. Ah!
Yes, you are.
Yeah. I gave it my best, but it was.
Aha! Oh, you nipped inside my defense unit.
Exactly. That was my goal. And now it's gone. What are you going to do now?
Shoot.
Ooh. I don't like that.
You don't like it? Oh, eat that!
That's a
Okay,
win!
I like that one.
Yeah, that seems like a good character for you. And that wasn't intended as mean as it sounds. Michiel's pilots look very upset and Leon's extremely happy. Art imitating life? I don't know. I don't think I'm usually that upset.
Just temporarily.
Temporarily upset.
So,
Alright.
next along is Orangette. Orangette JP.
So we got a citronette and an orangeette.
Yes.
That is lovely.
Orange and is citronette just lemon, I suppose.
Yeah.
Orange is orange. Don't know. If that's the idea. Is there a lime as well?
Maybe. Let me see. Sorry for taking my time a little bit.
It's alright. It's important.
Here we go. I got the ninja unit again. Oh, is that the thing with the weird sword? Yeah.
Yeah. Seems to have less of an auto aim than some of the others. With its weird sword. And that's weirdly weak.
Yeah. That is strange. Ooh! That
Doesn't
that
hurt
got me
nearly
good.
as doesn't hurt as much as it should do. That I don't think. Just my personal opinion.
I think it hurts enough. Ooh! Stop it! Whew! I don't have a lot to work with, but let's give it all. Yeah, I didn't have to do much. That one.
I drained your armor. Not enough.
Yeah. Lime is literally called green lemon, is it?
Fair enough. Makes sense.
Aha.
Oh. There's a strange twitch.
Where's my hype beam? Seems like you can only use it once per match or something. It's completely crossed out. There's not even a charge counter. The shurikens are potent.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, I don't want to be Orangeette anymore.
I don't want to be this character anymore. I apologize for being too strong, is the winner quote.
Owie, I won't lose again.
Citron vert. Okay, yeah, that's the French word for lime.
I think I knew that actually.
Yeah, green lemon. Speaking of culture, case up, says Robert Farley. Have you seen Nur Narren und Pferde yet? Only fools and horses. Der es wagt.
I have a feeling I had a dream about Only Fools and Horses last night.
Oh yeah?
That's how British I am.
About old Del Boy.
Yeah, but it was some weird dream version, you know. But I hadn't thought about that until just now.
Interesting.
I can't remember it properly, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'm sure it would be fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah, if when it comes to mind, please share. Ah, now you've got the ninja rounder. And for some reason, I think it's the variation you pick. Your shuriken always seem to be sticky and explosive.
That's just...
Did you pick beta or?
No, default.
And or maybe I picked beta. Ooh. Oh, that is damaging. Luckily, I have a lot to work with. Still, that thing of yours is a boss killer. Oh my god, those explosive shurikens. Yeah. That is... What a killer machine is that. Deadly.
Yeah.
He's good, huh?
Oh, saw me off there.
It's getting a little bit intense now. Alright, let's do it. No. That was not enough. Oh, you want to finish it off properly?
Oh yeah.
Ah, painful. That was devastating. Yeah, I found him very effective as well, that rounder.
Yeah, the only thing is the shurikens, although they're good and they've got a wide spread, you can't really focus attack with them, can you? Because they're sort of flung out in a fan, in an arc.
Yeah, that's true. Robert says, as long as you're not being chased by a giant goldfish bowl-head robot in your dreams.
That's tonight.
Mysterio. Let me see if I have a good... If you're picking the character again, I need to find a good counter pick.
No, I'm still working my way through again. Making my notes.
Let me see. got a notepad there?
Oh yes,
Oh.
paper and pen.
Uh-oh. I didn't think of that.
It's a promotional Grid 2 notepad
Nice.
from when I was briefly a journalist from 2013.
Wow. That's a notepad that lasted long.
It's got about 5-6 pages left.
Here we go.
Whoa! What the heck is going on?
I bombarded you with a bombardment.
Bombarding. Is that the Dutch?
Bombardement. That would be the Dutch.
Okay.
It was just an awful mispronunciation. What? Wrong button. First
Not
time that
just me,
happened to me. It's alright though. Could be worse. Oh! I thought I could kill you before you would activate that. But no!
Yes!
Clip me.
Let's come back.
Whew! That was very close.
I like that boss.
Yeah, he's good.
I was starting low on meter this round. Oh!
That didn't
That's
even
a-
get you that bad, actually.
That's a real visual mess up though.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh.
Panic. Yeah, that was an error. Probably.
I could have picked a better moment for that, but that's alright. Yeah, that didn't help me greatly either.
Surely this time.
I'm going to hit you with everything I got. Which is not even that much. How are you staying out of rage?
I thought I was just going to get out of it by dint of tiny hitbox there. But
Yeah, you thought you were in a safe spot there.
another 5 seconds. I could have got away with that.
Have you guys ever missed something so essential from a recording that you had to use ADR to include it afterwards? Asks Robert. ADR,
Had to do what?
Yeah, ADR. I'm not quite sure what that means. If it means what I think it means. Hold on, let me try and win this fight first, which seems impossible. Ah, yeah, got me. Well played, sir.
Thank
I-
you. What was
actually-
the question again?
Have you guys ever missed something so essential from a recording that you had to use ADR to include it afterwards?
Oh, I get it. Right. Yes.
ADR
yeah.
is after.
Dialogue recording or,
Ah, right.
or yeah, like something along those lines. Yeah. It's what they use when they record sound on a film set and it doesn't come out, so they because of the ambient noise, so they dub it in afterwards.
Yeah.
We have added in occasional little bits, sometimes with an announcement, and sometimes we've done it cheekily, subtly. But normally it's to do with we've had people completely freeze up or mess up their summary at the end.
Yeah, I know somebody who did that.
Is this you? Did you do this one?
Yeah.
All right. Not just you though.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes somebody comes away from a recording and they were really disappointed with how they said something.
Yeah.
So they've wanted to say it again. But I don't think we've ever used it for anything like where we thought, oh, we really can't say that. We're going to have to, censor ourselves or anything like that. It's only been where we've just wanted to make the show a bit more complete or better.
Yeah.
I think.
My reason was that I had a very lame and lackluster conclusion to Galaga, which I think it was not even just an ego thing. It was more that I felt the game deserved better than the lame conclusion that I gave it. And it's tricky because traditionally I'm actually a writer, right? So I'm used to being able to mull things over and words over and rewrite things and rethink things. But now these new types of media I'm creating and engaging and helping to create.
Yeah, for sure.
It's tricky because you need to get things right pretty much the first time.
And also, and I know it doesn't seem like a big deal to you because in Holland they teach people properly, but you are the only person on the entire podcast who's operating in their second natural language, which is, to us Americans and Brits, it's a minor miracle. I mean, I do know some multilingual people, of course, but
I'm pretty much multilingual, but
yes.
I often just get conscious of the fact that I'm not when I'm speaking to native speakers, and I want to make sure I'm using the right words, which is often where I start rethinking mid-sentence and stumbling and everything.
Yeah.
Which I find appalling to listen back to myself. And that's where a lot of OCD comes in with editing the video with this podcast as well.
Yeah, right.
Which I tend to overdo a little bit from time to time. That was
brutally smashed you off the park. Then.
That was that was very decisive. I think you're coming back. We might be equally again. Robert, what's the tally so far?
Running total. He's forgotten to count, hasn't he?
Camille also says, I often struggle when speaking as opposed to writing. Yeah, writing is brilliant, right? You can just take your time, think things over. Oh, maybe that's not the exact right word, and you can be really very deliberate with all that.
I can't remember if Camille is merely trilingual or if there are any others that he's got as well. But I mean, his written English is impeccable, infinitely better than most English speakers I've worked with.
Exactly.
Shames us, but it's not our fault. Our education system's shite, and we're massively arrogant, imperialist, warmongering arseholes.
That's not our fault.
It's not my fault.
Glad you qualified it as such.
I'm not apologizing.
Yeah. I mean, the Dutch are kind of imperialist assholes as well, but
yeah, it's true. Loads of colonies.
We don't. Yeah, there's only a few countries across the world that speak Dutch or some form of it.
Yeah. Afrikaans is related to Dutch, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we've got
and in Suriname they speak.
Suriname, of course. Yeah.
And the Antilles, which are still officially a colony, actually.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't think they're a colony in the traditional sense anymore. It's more like, at this point,
a former
the Antilles,
territory.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speak out of my ass here, but as far as I know, the Antilles kind of Curacao, they kind of benefit from now being a part of the Netherlands at this point, and they still have some sort of autonomous government on their on the islands.
Yeah, right.
So they don't have to pay tribute to the Netherlands or anything like that.
No, we demand that all our subjects pay tribute to us sporadically. Normally when we send a member of the royal family, we make them dance and wear silly hats.
Nice.
For our racist and paedophile royal family.
Oh,
this
is getting
one,
dark and heavy again.
Basso Cavalier is shite.
Yeah, I quickly decided not to use that character ever again. Last time.
It may be that if you're a genius, it works really well, but
I'm not so happy with my cat robot either. I mean, her skill is basically teleporting, which is not great if you're not aware of where she's going to end up yourself anyway. I mean, here it worked out.
This one I'm using has got this fantastic spread shot, but it does absolutely piss all damage. If I was shooting oncoming waves of popcorn enemies, this would be magic.
Michiel 4, Leon 4, says Robert.
Sounds about right. I'll have to have it independently verified later, though.
I did that just so that you could activate your final boss mode and give me trouble.
Oh. I didn't.
So that means 5 for me, 4 for you. Woohoo!
I'm not being that one again.
Yeah. So, chat. Is this a game you could picture yourself playing as well? Because I'm not done shilling for this. I would love more people to play this. Not just me and Leon. Let me see. I think I picked that character already. Looks like a Star Wars droid. So Valken has the beta version has the pilot of the assault suit Valken sort of in his free time, in his spare time garb, rather than the spacesuit.
Huh.
And the assault suit looks a lot more bright all of a sudden.
That was a game that I completed on PAL Cybernator. And then when I went to play it again in NTSC, it was like, oh, it's harder because it's faster.
Yeah, I have that with UN Squadron now.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Got some kind of shot that I could never really... What's going on?
Good evening, says Hayes Hill. I believe I have bested Robert's record lurking time. So he was lurking here all along.
Oh. Okay. Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
I don't understand this machine at all.
Final boss. I don't like the sound.
Yeah, pure desperation because I was getting no results with anything I was doing.
Luckily, I have the hype beam.
Oh right, yeah.
That's that done and dealt with.
Well killed. That's another one off my list.
He said he was busy destroying a lasagna.
Oh, what game's that?
What game? I'm chasing you down with the flamethrower.
Yeah, you may as well, because this... I have no idea what the point of this robot is. It's just, yeah. I'm throwing in the towel with this one, pretty much. Yeah, it's just
flame broiled you.
I couldn't get. There was nothing happening.
Yeah, some characters are less easy to a little bit impenetrable, you could say, I guess.
Yeah, which makes sense in a fighting game with thousands of moves, but in a game where you're just moving around in 2D,
yeah,
and shooting, it's weird that some of them feel so.
Yeah, I think some of them are more tricksy and setup based, trap characters.
Yeah. Right.
Some characters I'm avoiding because they look completely naff, like the one with the plate, the checkers plate pants.
I don't see what your problem is.
I don't know. I would never dress up a robot with that kind of garb.
Well.
Offensive. Right. Let's try a regenerator. I think that high beam is actually really good as a sub weapon. Oh, we both picked the same character, but you picked the alpha and I picked the beta variation.
Yes.
And we both have different support characters. Okay. Who's smashing who?
Oh. I was smashing you. Thought we might.
Oh no!
Come on! Oh! No!
Regenerate!
Oh, it's got to be a draw.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a total draw.
Mirror match draw.
Ah, and I couldn't regenerate because I was in vanish mode already, so it was useless. It's very interesting with those kind of patterns. Oh, you have to keep doing that.
Yeah. I think because I think when I'm in overdrive, I get priority.
It seems like that. You did it! No! I'm dead now.
That's the idea.
Do you know what you've done? You've killed me!
I could be wrong about this, but I thought that was kind of the idea of the game. Although, they don't actually...
Wow.
I get the impression from the winning quotes and losing quotes that no one's actually dying here.
No. Even though they just explode in a...
into the merciless vacuum of space.
While they're inside a metal piece of machinery.
That was castrato.
The chest is talking about olives, beef, all sorts of things. Not about the game. Come on, guys, pay attention.
We're just providing some wallpaper for them to chat shit.
It seems like that.
I guess it's a bit different to when you're doing one of your sort of challenge type based scenarios where people are kind of learning the game in terms of seeing where you failed before, and like with the whole Double Dragon 3 thing, there was a whole everyone went on a journey, didn't they, together?
Yeah, exactly.
And then as soon as I downloaded that compilation they released, I completed it on my first go. No, I didn't. No.
I was my heart just literally sank into my shoes right here. I think it took me like 5 or 7 streams or something to
yeah,
get
no, I got out the first room.
Alright. But you did give it a shot, right?
No, I did. I only had a quick go just to see.
Yeah, just to see how mean it is. Temjin.
Speaking of obscure Japanese video games, well, I say obscure, not that obscure. I got an update from the Bubble Bobble 4 people today.
Oh, cool.
So, obviously, for those who don't know, who are listening and who care, last year, Taito released Bubble Bobble for Friends, or Bubble Bobble 4, and it's a Switch exclusive, and it was a digital download, mid-price, I think, and I would have normally just bought it day one and thought, cool, new Bubble Bobble. The reviews were decent without being spectacular, but it does come from what's left of Taito's in-house people, so it's all a bit good. And it's one of these companies, it's a German company, Strictly Limited Games.
Oh, yeah.
Not limited run, but strictly limited.
Strictly limited, yeah. I think they also did that Darius thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And which I got that on Japanese. But because they were doing a physical special edition with a load of genuinely exclusive and, you know, nice, wonderful, potentially collectible Bubble Bobble practical physical merch, I decided that I was willing to spend a stupid amount of money on the physical set.
Right.
For the book and the stickers and the badge and the soundtrack and whatever else they were willing to throw in. Anyway, so they had production and distribution issues, and they've been keeping us up to date, saying, and then,
yeah,
and then this happened, and they were still sort of saying at some point, and I was like, oh, I'm cool. I've got no major issue with it taking a long time. I'd rather get it in the end. They said the last thing that was delaying it was they were going to patch it with the update that they'd already done, so that it would be the best version on the physical cart. Got another update today. It's just launched in North America, saying because of the review feedback about certain aspects, they've decided to basically do a big free DLC update with a load of extra content and things in it. And now they want to include that version on the cartridge.
Wow.
So it's going to be even longer. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sure. If you get a great version on the cart without having to download and install all the updates.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually looked into the game a little bit, and it definitely does look a little bit appealing.
Yeah, my friend got it when it came out, and he says it's decent, quite challenging. It includes the original game as well, so you know, essential. Yes, it'll be a very long time between paying for it and not a small amount of money either to actually getting it. But that's okay.
Indeed.
Unless I don't make it. Right, I need to start concentrating again now. Stop thinking about Bubble Bobble.
It's hard.
I never stop thinking about Bubble Bobble for very long, honestly. it would certainly be in the conversation for my absolute time favorite.
Got me.
Yeah, I decided to start playing again.
Yeah. So Hazel says, yeah, you lot, look at the confusing game they're playing. KSF says, make that one anime Mac lady beat up the other one. Robert says, it's virtually on.
I think they're not taking your...
They're not taking me very seriously, I think.
They're not, are they?
And maybe they shouldn't also. Maybe that's the best approach. Temujin's attacks aren't massively overwhelming, but they do hurt. Which I guess is better than attacks that are
pitifully weak.
That cover a lot of ground but are pitifully weak, yeah. How are you still alive?
Skill. Pure skill. Oh. Now I'm about to die.
How are you still alive? Oh, finally got you.
I pulled out my Danmaku skills.
Yeah. How is this possible?
I may have been very lucky. What is that even? What's that for?
I don't like that.
Oh, nice dodging.
Here we go.
Yeah, you're rubbish at finishing me off with that, though, aren't you?
Well, I did finish you off.
Eventually. My character actually seems quite pleased that you won. Another achievement called People Pleaser.
Okay, they're making fun of my my dress sense right now. The brown jumper and shirt combo. You've moved to your final form, dad mode. Yeah, that color just screams substitute teacher. Zero respect from me. If he stands up and reveals elbow patches, I'm dead. Or teaches an orange eating class. I'm surprised he hasn't asked us to talk amongst yourself already.
Could actually boot up Twitch.
No elbow patches. No elbow patches.
I'm booting Twitch. I'll probably create some kind of audio-visual feedback.
Maybe, or maybe not. I think I'm just getting your mic feed. Network error.
That's probably because I turned Twitch on.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I get a nice little lag. I'm going to close that down. It's really confusing.
I'm surprised he hasn't asked us to talk amongst yourselves already. Hayes Hill says he actually did that last Friday. Good stuff. Excellent ribbing. 10-10. 10 out of 10. Oh, I need to invite you again, I think.
Yeah. I only start wheeling out the hair-related bounce if I'm doing badly.
You won't rub me with that. I'm very proud of my shiny dome.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if you were touchy about it, because that'd be really mean.
Yeah. If you would know that I would, after all the fun and games, and the stream would shut down, and I would curl up in a fetus position and cry on my bed.
No, exactly.
Yeah. It's just not. It's just not cool, man.
No. It's confusing. There's 2 castratos. Why is that?
Is there?
Yeah.
I only see one. Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
And there's two Azareus too.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's confusing.
What is this?
They said it was confusing.
Yeah.
They were right.
They advertise it as confusing.
Yes.
Play our confusing game.
Confusing new game from the people who brought you other confusing games. Brinsta.
Yeah, I think some have different operators or pilots.
Yeah.
And it's the same machine with a different pilot.
Hmm. But what does that mean?
What does this mean? Yeah, this is the character I wanted to pick.
I have now, by the way, filled out the appropriate forms, possibly correctly, possibly not, on the Kana Rinse Twitch channel, so that we have applied for affiliate status.
Oh, okay, cool.
Apparently that aids visibility, or it can do.
Yeah. Yeah, on this channel I think I need about 20 followers of the stream of my channel more to get that.
Yeah. We'll see if it has any effect.
Yeah. I don't think we get the viewer numbers for that would really make a big difference. But things can grow. It's always good to have it in place already. Yeah, that's not really doing much.
Not a great deal.
Got me. There's a lot of chatting shit in the chat.
Good.
Why, thank you,
It's all
sir.
gone
In my
dark.
secondary school, they locked a supply teacher in the cupboard for an hour.
Oh man.
I was not involved. I think if I had been, I'd still feel bad about it to this day.
Yeah, that's a killer.
Yeah. Robert says, "Hey, he had it coming. He was lucky to get off so lightly in Croydon." In it.
I got networked. Errored.
Oh, okay. Me too. Ah, the wank bot. Alright. Yeah. Now I need to invite you again.
Yes.
So this character wasn't really working for me, despite his snazzy tracksuit.
You need more to you than just a snazzy track shoot. Sound like I'm drunk. I haven't been drunk for 12 years.
Yeah. Drunk off a victory. That's what you are.
Maybe.
All right.
Right, come on. Sue?
Yeah, I'm in there. Sue.
Oh,
Another network error?
yes.
It froze up almost completely. What is this?
Maybe
Steam.
Steam overload, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you see the figures for Xbox usage?
No.
800% up.
800.
Yeah, compared to normal usage at this, this part of the year.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
You know what?
So you can imagine that across every service and every streaming platform and every client. It's I mean, Zoom has suddenly become like the most ubiquitous app. Ian Zoom, who invented Zoom, is now rolling in cash, I expect.
Yeah, probably.
Although
a lot of people just make use of the free
yes,
form, of course. But yeah, he no doubt
price,
makes
though,
money
innit?
with that though. Yeah, stock price as well.
Yeah. Come on, Senko.
Hayes Hill says I had trouble connected to Steam at work today.
Yeah.
Well,
you shouldn't be playing on Steam at work anyway.
The funny thing is, like, everybody's overloading network services, and people are watching Netflix and playing lots more games. All of a sudden, everybody's talking like, how do you spend your time in isolation?
Yeah.
But for me, I'm no less busy than I was before.
No.
Maybe even a little bit more, because I've got kids to teach at home now a little bit as well.
I'm considerably less busy because three of the things that I do the most socially, 4 of the things I do most socially are currently not available.
Yeah.
So no football, no cinema, no restaurants, no cafes, no pubs.
Yeah.
So I am, considerably less busy.
Yeah, that.
But
I can
I've
see
got
that.
I've got an epic gaming backlog that will last me several human lifetimes. So I don't, it doesn't make that much difference other than I can't leave the house whenever I want.
No, exactly. And where can you put in a request for some extra human lifetimes?
Well, believe me, I've tried. If only I believed in any higher powers or sources, I would.
I think my wife gets. I think my wife gets extra lifetimes because she's Hindu, so she believes in reincarnation.
Okay, maybe I could borrow one of hers.
Yeah.
To see if I can clear my backlog. Do you think? I know I don't know her, but if you say you could vouch for me.
Yeah, for sure. He's a decent chap.
Decent bloke.
Yeah.
Big backlog. How many more lives do you need?
She would probably say something that is not up to her,
Yeah, well, that's just the usual get out for it's religious type.
Exactly, it's a convenience.
Yeah, just make it up as you go along.
If you listen to this, Sharda, I know you don't. I totally respect your belief system.
I respect all belief systems. Or is it none? I forget. It's one of the two.
I don't know, but I do know that I just sniped you.
I deserve that for my blasphemy to all religions simultaneously.
Yeah. This was a holy smiting.
Could I get your Twitch channel shut down for blasphemy? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Is that allowed?
Separation of streaming and religion, right? Holy moly, you're launching a lot of bullets at me. Yeah, I didn't want to eat that.
This robot's off my menu.
Yeah, she has the teleporting thing, which I don't find all that useful.
No. And you survived that.
Yeah. But not through teleporting.
No, true.
I'm dead.
I hope so.
Oh, hot needles! What is that?
Hot needles!
As long as she understands the point of the stream, to say, hi Howard. Howdy Howard. Hey Howard.
Howard Fontafal?
Yeah, he always watches religiously, I might even say,
all
the YouTube stream archives.
And I apologize for the blasphemy.
He comments on as we go. Apologize for blasphemy. Why? Wrong button. I wanted to activate anti-field. All the talk of blasphemy has gotten me.
Blasts for me.
More blasts for me. Yeah, that's not great because I'm all out of boss stocks, which means I have one less option. Oh, he's chasing me down! You evil man! No!
Oh, hot needles.
Hot needles of death!
Yes.
No!
Okay,
I don't want
warmed,
this!
I warmed to Brinstar slightly there.
Yeah.
One of the cutest robots.
She is very cute, yeah. Or it is very cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that fussed about the pilot. It's the
No.
robot.
I like the style of my pilot actually, with the business suit and the specs.
Yeah, you got to take this malarkey seriously.
Yeah, for sure. You need to have something to base your character choice on.
A little look at Vulcan. Seeing as I've bought it,
Yeah, you might as well use it.
see what.
You
So it's
took
got-
Leon's giant orange balls in the face, says Hazehill. Colorful language, guys. Mind your language.
Orange balls.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not too bruised, says Robert.
Bruised plums.
Yeah. I think I don't want to speak for Case of Zero, but I think at this moment, reading the chat, he's not amused.
Doesn't like profanity or vulgarity.
Definitely not.
Well, I do. I like both.
Yeah. And people that only listen to you on Kane and Rinse might not
Yeah,
have
it's
tuned
true.
into this fact.
Yeah.
Oh, slides you up good.
Yeah.
I just pressed the lag button to get out of that. Smoke bombs. Are you deciding to shield through all of this? Well played. That's making smart use of your resources. I applaud this. No! Wow!
Yes.
I think you just killed me in my boss transformation.
I did a left bumper attack unit boost and then just kind of charged in.
Right.
So,
Ooh. Ah. I think I'm dead. Grenades.
okay,
That was well done.
thank you. Good game.
Case of Zero says, I don't mind profanity. What the hell is this character assassination shit?
Oh, potty mouth.
And I read this in a very pissed off tone. Robert says, I would use innuendo, but I can't spell it. Hazehill, and he actually spelled it correctly. Well done.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
being ironic.
Yeah. Hazehill says, haha, they're making you sound like a prudish grandma here. and Robert says, who's almost as good as my nan at Vanquish. What a bunch of wise asses.
Right, Vulcan was quite fun.
Yeah, he's a bit of a specialized use, I think. With you need to make good use of the flamethrower. But
Yes.
if you can wrap your head around how to use him effectively, he's good.
Temjin.
Do you know I just completely forgot to use the hype beam, which I had loaded up all the time. I could have killed your boss modes actually.
Oh. That would have made a significant difference to the flow of the fight.
Definitely, and for Temjin it doesn't make much sense because he just transforms into the female robot.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a huge boss form. Okay, I think this is a bad matchup. Yeah, this is a bad matchup for me. I think I'm gonna lose this one as well. And you've got plenty of shield to get your way through this. Yeah, killed my boss mode. Well done!
Nice Temjin.
Of course the human teleprompter skipped over my deportation joke, says K-Sub-Zero. This is rigged, I'm going home. I didn't see that part. The chat had already scrolled up. Sorry Camille.
Oh, I'm sorry, and I've started hammering you while you were clearly still reading there as well.
Yeah, oh wow, my health is almost
Yeah,
gone.
I'm sorry about that. I wasn't really... I was just hammering the button.
This
you
is,
know how it is.
This is war. This is all, it's all fair.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm still dead though.
Not necessarily.
Wow, that did nothing.
Yep. Boom!
Wow. I think
Double boss
I
kill.
think we've got a bad matchup here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it actually possible to get a perfect in this game? I suppose it is, but
I think
theoretically
so.
more than
Yeah.
in reality.
Yeah. I think it is. But I think you just have to kill somebody very quickly.
Somehow avoiding all flak seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Right. So
Temjin is also, yeah, kind of a specialty character, but also good at what he does.
I'm going to have another look at Citronet.
Score latest: Dutch Destroyer 8, Brighton Boss Beast 8. We're still going toe to toe.
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of weird.
Yeah.
You'd think that just, I mean, obviously we're getting one or two ahead at a time.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
K-Sub-Zero says, actually, I'm not going home. I'm in a cell for congregating in a large group, aka going to the market to buy seasonal produce. At this point of the day? Don't often see many puzzle fighter style comebacks in this. Never put your pad down in puzzle fighter. Words to live by. Yeah, that was my advice to my son when he thought he had lost. But never do
yes.
that. Yeah.
No, Crash Gem. Crash Gem.
Exactly. Diamonds.
I'll happily take on any of you or your family at Puzzle Fighter.
That sounds so threatening.
Yeah. I used to play it on it.
You're threatening to kill me and my family.
Yes.
You sound like a mob boss right now.
On Puzzle Fighter. I played a lot of Puzzle Fighter.
Yeah, I think you could take me. I mean, my daughter already started defeating me. It's not like she had played a lot of it. Whoa! Pretty attacks!
Completely useless though. Yeah.
I wanted to finish that off with the flamethrower. Michiel's daughter would destroy Leon at Puzzle Fighter, says Hazel Hill.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, it's shielding my my flamethrower as well. That is pretty nifty. Oh, the surprise rose kick. Give me some energy back. I'm in overheat. Luckily this time I remembered I still had the hype beam.
Ah, flamethrower. Ah. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's not that good, his boss mode is. Okay. That was fairly useless. No.
Oh. Oh, yes.
Oh!
Just knew I had to.
Heat-seeking lasers, lock-on lasers. I'm betting next month's Patreon money on the young lady, says K-Sub-Zero. Cheeky.
You got it on Xbox 360?
Camille, do you have it on or do I have it on
No, no.
Xbox 360?
Yeah, do you have it?
No, I don't actually. I have it on
Because then we could play
Sega
online.
Saturn. Yeah.
And I would prove to you.
You prove your superiority.
Yeah.
I'm using too much flamethrower. I don't have any meter anymore. I need to make something happen, but this is not it. I think you're gonna take this match. I mismanaged it.
Ow. No! Shit!
Oh!
Oh!
Oh,
Yes!
you got me!
Can't believe I got away
really
with that.
close. That was really close. Whew. Even if he summoned his most powerful seagull, it wouldn't be enough, says Hayes Hill. He's talking about you, and Hayes Hill and Robert Farley have a theory that you live under the Brighton Pier with the seagulls.
I live about... I guess I could get to the pier in about... Well, it's about a 4-minute drive or a 15-minute walk. But you don't need to go to the pier to find the seagulls. They're everywhere.
And Robert says he would suffer defeat at the hands of Ela the Kid.
I think we're going to have to sort this out somehow.
It sounds like it. Let me see. Not quite sure who to pick anymore. Yeah, I think I've got somebody. Bit of a...
I'm narrowing my selection down and hoping that should up my win percentage a little.
Smart.
Depends on mismatches, I guess, and my general lack of knowledge, but Citronet now has 2 ticks next to its name.
Ah. There you go. I love that Leon is considering ruining a child's confidence to prove a point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really that fussed about children, so it wouldn't bother me.
Just not fussed about it.
I think it's actually good to shatter their confidence early rather than having these awful, overconfident young adults and children.
You know what? I actually agree.
Who think they're special when they're not. I mean, obviously she's special because she's your daughter, but
Very much so,
you know.
yeah.
and I get the impression that your kids are absolutely brilliant kids. But you know, they're just more human beings at the end of the day, aren't they?
Definitely. Just tinier ones. But we always live in hope that they do it better than us, right?
I guess that's why you do it, you
Yeah.
crazy parent people.
Yeah. It was not my. It was not my. Yeah, that's not how I looked at it. Like, oh, I need to make a little character, so they can improve on the
A little
mistakes
better
I made
version.
during their life. A better version of me. Yeah.
Have you explained to your son that he's likely to lose his hair?
No.
That's
too
a tough
cruel.
one.
That's too cruel.
He might take after his mother's side of the family.
Could be. Ah! Hit you with the butt of my rifle. Here we go. Fully loaded sub gauge, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun here.
There. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Nice gun.
Moved out of the way quite nicely there.
Oh, still do that occasionally. Something about this game that makes me press the wrong button.
There's a lot of buttons.
Probably do it
Maybe
in every game.
if you would play this in the arcade, it would be less likely to happen because you do the button combinations, right? It's all these
Yeah,
shortcut
that-
buttons.
That's true. Whoa. You've got a big old gun penis there. Right. Oi, stop pressing the lag button.
Oh wow,
There's no escape.
that was spectacular. I have to admit.
Jasper, you're a different person inside a rounder.
I wouldn't go that far, Gil. Wow, you could notice the sexual tension there, right? Sipping my fake beer, says K-Sub-Zero, in stunned silence at the way this conversation is evolving right now. It's
Which
a
bit?
corker. A fake beer, he says. Yeah, which beer is that, Camille?
No, I mean, which bit of the conversation?
Maybe about the kids? I always tell the kids that I achieved so little so they can look better, says Robert. And Hazel said that robot has an interestingly positioned proboscis.
Yes, it did.
And Robert says, don't we all? Yeah, something to ponder over while we're going into this next match.
Sure.
Okay.
So we must be about 2 matches off where we were last week.
Pretty much, yeah.
We should play 20 again.
Yeah. Let's see who's the best.
We got two to go.
Maybe we can do a deciding match
Yeah,
if we end up equal again.
Yeah. Session winner.
Yeah.
What's the scores, Robert?
Yeah, Robert, what's the score this time? I think we're back to equal again.
I think I might be ahead, but I'm not sure.
Because I was leading the last time the scores were there, and then I think you won 2. Maybe you're up 1 again.
Oh. Hopefully our man's keeping track. First to 11 then, maybe.
Yeah. If it comes down to that. You might be dead here.
Yeah, I was trying to kick mine off as well. You just beat me to it.
Final boss attack.
Nicely done.
9-10 to Leon. Alright, this is going to be the equalizer again. I can feel it.
It looks like it. I'm not even in it at the moment.
I activated this because you're in overheat mode, so you cannot shield your way through much. That was my thinking process. Oh, but I didn't kill you. Ah! Alright, but I've got something for you. That's it.
Ah,
That's it.
10-10. Is that right?
Yeah, 10-10.
Okay.
We're going into the... I guess we still have about 15 minutes, but we could also just decide to make this the final match if you're...
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's alright.
So let's make this the final one then. 10-10.
Final round.
Final round. Alright, better pick somebody that's worth the damn. Did you hear what I picked?
No.
So I haven't figured out who these Proval characters are. Do they each have 2 pilots? Yes, they do. Now they have 1 pilot and an operator, which is sort of a co-pilot that handles the advanced weapon system. No idea, says Hazehill. I'm just enjoying the giant orange balls.
Who wouldn't be? Oh dear, that's off to a terrible start now. Yeah, that's really strong, isn't it?
I can sing this one out because you don't have a lot of sub gauge, and I have Wow, that already cost me a lot of shield. Oh, not good.
Pulled my way back into it, but not enough.
Yeah. No, I thought, oh, I have so much shield gauge, but when you laser my shield, that shield energy goes down very fast. Which is interesting, an interesting nuance that I actually didn't know about. So it's not just a shield duration.
That's really powerful. Just
Temjin seems really good actually. You don't play him like...
Temjin's basic weapon
Yeah,
is way stronger.
than anything else. It's a single shot, but when it hits...
And that's probably game over. Oh, there it is. Well played.
Thank you!
11-10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is with Temjin, you don't play him like you do the other characters, but once you figure out what his strengths are, he's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's that basic laser shot, the A
Yeah.
button attack is like takes off about a third of my energy bar before.
Yeah, but I figured out if you just press A regularly, he does his shot is not that powerful. But when you dash and you fire it, it becomes very powerful, and that makes sense because in Virtual Rounder, your attacks become more powerful. while
Virtual
dashing as well.
Rounder.
Virtual on.
You've metamorphosed the games.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a very, very, very long time since I played any Virtual on.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that when you dash in those games, it changes your attacks to become more powerful as well. So it seems like they sort of wanted to import some of those characteristics into this game as well with that character.
I never did get the Xbox Live Arcade version of Virtual on. I'm not sure if it's still available or backwards compatible.
I did get it, but you can only play it versus another human being online.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It works pretty well with the 360 controller because of the two sticks, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to play it on the Saturn with the standard 6-button pad back in the day because I didn't have the official controller.
With the two sticks, yeah.
I got okay at it.
Interesting, yeah. Right, so let me see if there's something we need to respond to in the chat before we go. Does anybody have orange slices? Ask Robert. Dusk versus Tweak. Eric Michaels says oranges for everyone. Hayes Hill says Leon has them in spades. Hayes Hill, K-Sub-Zero says as Hayes Hill cancelled for depravity. Hayes Hill says I get my code. Dusk versus Tweak says we're all trying to get through this, Hayes. You don't have to punish the rest of us. Suffer with me. I'll get the cloak. Right.
I've got cherries and oranges.
Cherries and oranges
in my village, and coconuts. But so I need peaches and apples.
Is that a place you're returning to after this stream?
Maybe briefly. Just a little nightcap.
Yeah, good idea. I'm going to do some more podcast editing, but not too late because I have a lot of time to do that tomorrow as well. Nice.
Well, thank you for the games. Well
thank
done.
You. Yeah.
For narrowly pipping me.
Well, you know, it's it could be anybody's game, and I think nobody has to be ashamed because we're still kind of toe to toe in this.
Pretty much.
Nobody's really outclassing the other in a significant way. All right then. So, well, that's about it for today. I want to thank everybody for coming on. And we have one more of these lined up for next week, right? And then we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
After that.
I've kept my notes about who I like to play as.
Temjin, right?
Maybe.
First 3 slots, Temjin, and Temjin.
Temjin's are still on the list.
Yeah.
Temjin hasn't been ruled out.
Yeah. Who has been ruled out actually? Vilspat?
Well, no one categorically, because I've only played like one round with some of them, other than stupid Goldfish Bowhead, who I can't remember which one that is. Full Spad, I think that is.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was very happy you picked that one early on. So I could sit in the corner again.
And I definitely prefer Citronet to Oranget.
That is, yeah, citrons, lemons to oranges.
Yeah, prefer lemons.
Does it go for the Rayman games as well?
No. Oh. Lemons or orange? No, I think I prefer lemons.
There you go. It's a pattern.
When life gives you lemons,
yeah.
etc.
When life gives you lemons, deny the oranges.
And on that, you're an orange yourself.
Exactly.
Being a Holland man.
Very much so, yeah. So Leon, thanks for coming on again. It's been really fun. Really enjoyed it. And let's do it at least one more time next week.
Okay.
All right then. Have a great night.
And you.
Bye-bye. See ya.